Hello, everyone. I think, right? Yeah, we live? Yep, there we are. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Amateur Hour Commentary once again. We are back for another match today. Now, there are two that are taking place, but we can only cover one because the match times overlap. And you know what? I'd rather have the whole team here today. We got Titch in the background. He's running production, so he's going to be shooting us from the balcony. And we got O'Doyle, just came out of a very intense match. And now we got Carnage versus Haxx. And I'm excited for this one. Carnage coming out of the test league as a third place victor. And Haxx, man, they're on their way up. We'll see how things turn out. But O'Doyle, what do you think the outcome is for tonight's match?
I mean, I don't know. You really don't know. Haxx is a very strong team, but Carnage is usually a tough opponent to play against. Am I on the wrong mic? Can you not hear me? Let me try this.
Oh, we can hear you. It's just very echoey.
Very, very echoey. Oh wait, I know what it is. Hold on. Oh my god. What? Echoey. Let me just take a little peek here, but
Not tonight, Vicky? No, you're not playing, huh? Well, we'll see how the team fares without you. It'll be interesting to see. While Doyle figures that out, I kind of want to give my perspective. Now, last week in week number 1, in their matchup against Paradox, now Paradox being a brand new team, they were, I can tell you this much, they were getting their footing. They were learning the procession. They were trying to come together as a team, try to incorporate some of the strategies that they have learned. But it's tough to do against a team who came in third place in the test league. And Carnage put up obviously a very wonderful fight. But I got to give a lot of kudos to Crispy, man. I mean, that guy, he led the charge. An incredible shot, really good map runner. I think he is, obviously they're all really skilled, but he is one that I'm more leaning towards. Is, I don't want to say carry because it takes an entire team to do it, but he is a very strong opponent that the team is going to have to be mindful of. Haxx is going to have to try to corral Crispy a little bit, watch their flank. Now, Carnage is composed of a lot of free-for-all players, but they have come together to compete for the past 2 seasons. And their playstyle has really worked for them. I mean, they're playing to their strongest attributes. And Carnage is going to, again, be another contender. But Crispy, man, I just keep pointing him out. Every time I look at the scoreboard, Crispy is like, he's up there on that list of most kills and doing a lot of damage against his opponent. So good luck to Haxx, but I say corral Crispy and watch your flank.
How's that sound? Is that any better?
That's beautiful.
All right, there we go. Yeah, definitely. I don't know. I think you're going to see Carnage probably take this one if I had to guess. But it's really going to come down to those plant points. We know you missed them the first round. I think they missed one.
They did.
They kind of forgot about it. But yeah, we'll see what happens.
Map choice is also going to be important here. It's going to be imperative that they obviously each team plays to their strongest suit. But we might find that both teams favor the same maps or similar maps. There hasn't been a lot of diversity. However, I know Death Squad, you guys had picked High Rise for Hardpoint in week 1. Which is nice.
Yeah. Well,
that was a nice little
switch. We didn't
up.
go with that. Yeah, I'm surprised we didn't go with that this week. But we definitely had a hard time with Trauma today. They came to play. And yeah, it was a good fight. Good matches. Just can't wait to face them again in the tournament.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, I'm curious to see if we have any other switch ups in map choices. I know we over on Paragon we went with Hangar, and even though that's not kind of an offshoot choice, like if anyone had picked Pit for TDM, I'd be concerned. You know what I'm saying? But truth be told, like I think some of those least favored maps, like Hangar, High Rise, Desert, Night, maybe even other house or other night variants. Like those are kind of switching it up from what we see from standard play. I don't know if either team is going to have that tonight, but either way, going to be a fun, competitive matchup for sure. As for the rosters, which I know Titch had to step away, so we might not be able to pull those up on screen for y'all. He's going to have to, help out with some family matters, given his life situation at the moment. But going over their rosters real quick, I'll start with Carnage. And for Carnage, we got Crispy, we got Slice, we got Dinko, Galindo, Leo Rising, King Scorpion, and Step One Sound. Step One is going to be our perspective for this matchup. So thank you so much for that. Appreciate it. Crispy is still diligently working on trying to get his stream to function correctly, but unfortunately wasn't able to for this matchup. So Step One is stepping it up. In Haxx, we got some other killers. We got Nizmac, Dirt Nasty, Vicky, Violent Veronica, who's going to be our perspective. Thank you, Veronica. Uh-oh, Doyle's missing. Is he hiding behind the plane again? Pad Flow, Dan Solo, 420 killing it, Captain Caveman, Dirt Money, and GAM. So best of luck to both teams. Mick, thank you for the resub. Appreciate you. That's 3 months. And it looks like the first map is going to be Industrial. Yes. Got about 10 seconds on Step One sounds. And we are going to be starting off this fight in Team Deathmatch on Industrial. Holy cow, that audio. You hear that, right?
Holy fuck, dude, those are the voices in my, that's what I hear in my head. This is my worst nightmare. Back to the shadows I go.
Let me get this on my.
Yeah, so Step One Sounds is over on Twitch if you guys want to. That is. I don't know what to say.
She's just got the distortion pedal on.
I guess so. Holy cow, man. That's crazy.
I know he's a new streamer. We got him sorted out. I think he's using a Twitch Studio. So he might just need to know he needs to balance his audio out. I mean, I know I had that problem when I first started streaming last season. You got to make sure
got
you
him.
get the
Okay.
audio down to what, about 45 on the Quest for the voice volume, or you get pops and cracks. And if he has it maxed out in Twitch Studio as well as in game, it's definitely gonna be a good or a bad time.
No, it definitely sounds like
that's
there's.
definitely what's happening. That's definitely what's happening. He's got that thing maxed out.
Damn it.
It sounds like some demons that they can control,
Gotta go a different way.
and they're being possessed. That is crazy. Well, I don't know what the score line is at the moment, but right now there's a very tough fight happening right on the bridge.
What happened? We just lost one.
Veronica looking to take control, does get taken out by Dinko. They only have 4
We're
eliminations
down to player.
over on Haxx to Carnage's
Keep playing.
11.
Just stay together
So
and stay
not a
back.
huge point gap. It does look like they may have lost one of their teammates.
over
So
here by me somewhere.
rules do state that you can continue to play. Hopefully the teammate can come back in. It is team deathmatch.
Stay
So
together, guys.
as long as they play it safe, they can actually be in favor to win, as there are more opponents to beat on the other side. But they're losing here at the main street. Like every opportunity that they try to take, every position that they try to post up on, they're getting caught.
Keep my points.
Slice got me again, Dirt. Watch out. I was right beside you.
Yes, his kills still are on our marker on the board. They don't go away when he leaves.
Nice shots here by Veronica. Does force Leo off of her point. And it looks like their teammate has returned. GAM's back in play. And really good comms, too, by Haxx to stay back, wait for their teammate to come back in. Step 1 sounds is taken out. But every time they try to cross the street, I don't think contending here at Bridge, at the main street, is very smart. Like, there is a lot of cover, and they might be trying to force Carnage to push in on them. But they seem to be out-positioned and also just losing every single gunfight. They got to be weary of everything coming from the top of the street, and they got to be weary of everything coming from center lane and the bridge. And there's so much more verticality towards Carnage. Like, they have so many more options to attack Haxx on. Veronica's going ham, though. Look at this.
You can definitely tell Step 1's network is struggling. He's moving. It's getting all pixelated.
Yeah, it's pretty tough to stream. Like, Veronica again still trying to get those shots on. They are behind about 10 points or so. So it's 10 eliminations. A low-scoring matchup right now.
Yes, thank you.
It's definitely an interesting choice for TDM, though.
K-Tur is down, good call.
Yeah, I would say the same thing. Industrial is not one that I would argue is seen very often for team deathmatch. I mean, if I'm looking over at the map choices, you look at Industrial, so far, Gaba's Army had picked it, but that's for S&D and Hardpoint. No one in week 1 picked Industrial for team deathmatch.
Slice.
But I will say, you know, as you see, you know, more of the top tier teams get into playing, you know, you're not going to see real high scores on TDM. They play a little more methodical, and I mean, shoot, for the first, what was it? I think we're playing. Was it Town?
You guys were on Town, and you all sat.
We literally
for like
just sat
2
there
minutes.
for yeah. Like somebody had to make the first move. I guess we did.
And I think that's what it, yeah, I agree. Like, it's going to come down to the team deathmatch is not just going to be your run and gun in competition. I mean, you might find some of the younger teams or less experienced teams start running the map and trying to get eliminations, because that's pretty standard in public matches.
You know, I do regret that in that match. You know, I don't think I'll be doing that again. I'm going full throttle each time. I'm not going to just sit around and wait. That kind of threw me off my game.
There is a benefit to running the map and trying to get eliminations. It applies a lot of pressure to the other team, but the same pressure can be applied once the lead is obtained to sit back and hold a position to try to capitalize, which I think both teams, you guys were trying to do that. Here, it seems as though Haxx was trying to sit back a little bit, couldn't find their shots, and now they're kind of being forced to rotate and take a different approach and get on top of Carnage.
Oh, totally. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, it's kind of hard once you get behind that 8 ball, you get down. It's really hard to crawl your way back out of it, but
yeah, 100%.
It does look like Haxx is doing pretty good here. I think they got about a 10-point lead almost.
Is Step 1 playing on PlayStation?
Step 1 is on Quest.
He's one-handing his weapon. That's impressive.
Well, I mean, you know, there's not a huge penalty for doing that, so. I mean, other than the fact that it does shake around a little bit more, but.
Hey, if you got a steady hand and you can do it, all power to you, man. Like, look at his hand, it's shaking. He's tremoring. But he's still getting shots off. This guy's impressive, man. He turned and looked at his gun, and the entire thing was vibrating. Holy cow.
I mean, I know in game for me, my gun was shaking all over the place. I was missing shots left and right because of it.
Oh my gosh, there's like a 40-point difference here. Carnage is just overpowering Haxx. I think this one is signed, sealed, and delivered, folks.
Got 5 seconds. There's not a lot of time to make up the difference. 32-75. Oh wow, I missed those scores there. I thought Haxx was up for a little bit, but no.
Yeah,
Well,
no, they've been trying to claw their way back, but they're losing the majority of the gunfights. I don't even know if it's positioning at this point. I think Carnage is they're in the right place at the right time. They know exactly where to be, and they're capitalizing on it. Haxx is kind of caught with their pants down, wandering around this map, just looking for someone to shoot at, but every time they get a chance to, there's someone right behind them to get the trade kill. Here come the last 5 seconds. And Carnage taking game number 1 here on Industrial in the first half. 76-32. They are host. Who's host? Haxx is host. So they had Haxx being host. That's an interesting choice. That's okay. That was Carnage.
Carnage won that one.
Gonna update the.
What are you watching, Wolf? You're like in the past now. Like that's been over for a minute.
Oh Jesus! Why did Veronica's thing? I guess so. Yeah, I must be way behind. What the hell? I'm watching the match, and you know, there was no hiccup whatsoever. And all of a sudden, I look down, and it's like it's back like 2 minutes.
You got to watch that. Watch the Discord. That's where it's accurate. It's a little fuzzy, but at least it's accurate.
I guess I'm gonna have to keep another source up. Damn. All right, I got 3 sources. Yeah, you really need to get the 1080, man. I need to gift you like Nitro or something. Holy cow.
It's a little blurry.
Well, in looking at the score line, Dan Solo, the Discord screen share. And looking at the score line, 76-32. I mean, yeah, Carnage kind of did run away with that one a little bit, but Dan Solo really putting in the work. It's 11 kills for his team. But here's Prince Dinko. So Crispy's not playing tonight. So Prince Dinko has taken up the throne, pun kind of intended, with 32 eliminations and 6 deaths. He does get 3 assists on that one. And Slice also putting in crazy work, 26. Now, between those two, they pretty much did all the work. Sorry, the rest of Carnage, but Scorpion, Leo, and Step, they all got less than 10 kills. That's crazy to me. Prince Dinko and Slice ran the map and together got 58 eliminations of the 76. That's crazy, dude.
Well, they're definitely good players. You know, and it just speaks to what they do. I mean, they're more of a run and gun type of player. You know, King and Leo, they like to kind of, you know, sit back and camp a little bit. So I mean, that kind of makes sense, you know, in the long run.
Well, the search and destroy for High Rise has started. And right out of the bat, it does look like Carnage lose the first round against Haxx. You might have to refresh your page, Titch. Yeah, because that one's already passed. That round's already passed.
Fair enough. You had to
You have to refresh it because we're already on the second round.
do it live. We're back at the desk. We're on the second round of S&D. High Rise.
Yes, we're on High
Rise. Second round of S&D already.
I'm saying what you were showing was the first round.
You had it, but it was way behind.
Yeah, it's way behind and it's buffering again. All right, now we're all tied up 1-1. Carnage able to bring this one back. I don't see any bomb plants though so far.
We've got one on
Unfortunately, no attempt either.
got one heavy.
Bomb's been dropped. Dan and Prince
One is the bug.
going ahead there. Prince taking out or getting taken out by Dinko.
You, Dana?
No, not sorry, Dan.
Yeah.
I'm getting my names mixed up here. Vicky goes down.
One's still on A. I'm
What
down.
an interesting spot to be laying. They're posted right above the. Who in the world sits there?
One, watch out, Gam.
Oh.
Down in front of the tri-stairs. Yeah.
Oh, didn't go got me up high. They were all by A.
Guess I'm gonna have to
Fuck.
go to.
Good job, guys. That was really good.
Good job. Good job.
That was really good.
Right. I'll grab this one.
Yeah, you're turning into a PowerPoint.
Yep.
PC getting bogged down? What's happening?
If you want, if you don't want to, you don't have to.
Okay, where are you going? I am going B. Go to A for
I don't think
deterrent.
so. I see that Carnage took another win. They're now up 2-1.
We do it.
Veronica's stream is a little bit behind only because it is YouTube. But they did lose. Step One Sounds getting a double elimination there. So that puts Carnage ahead by 1.
Oh, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Yeah, need to come down.
No, he's laying, he's just...
Well,
he's
no,
up- he's just- he's
it's
just up the
2-1
stairs.
right now.
Yeah, it's
I'm
only,
fine.
only
Um,
second
in
round. It's
Search and
SP.
Destroy. We're on
Search and Destroy.
He's to your
round
right
number
now.
4.
Yeah, he's to your
for
right.
Search and Destroy.
And there's one more above you. Kill him now. He's turn around now. Turn around. Same stairs. Watch out. Flashbang. In front
Now
of
it's
you.
Carnage's chance
I dropped the bomb at
to
the lab.
attack here.
He's above
Good
the
job,
hole
bud.
watching it.
Yeah.
As we're
Okay.
wow, that flash grenade.
Don't put the bomb.
Ridiculous.
Let's call them out on the cameras and get the kills.
I'm
I was
not.
trying
I'm
to
gonna
push
stay
in
here.
on the
I
bomb
haven't
site.
watched the bomb.
Yep.
But running into a
Needs to get
wall
up a level.
of flashes. They do get the bomb plant
watching
on
down.
A. Dinko does go down. Step One holding the stairs up towards bomb site A. Prince goes down once again.
They're at A. Bomb planted. Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah.
I love this description Step One Sounds has for himself. Well known for his Moombaton and other Latinx sounds, Step One brings you on a wild safari through the audio spectrum with tropical summer vibes.
Go, go.
So-
Defuse it. Go,
so
defuse
good.
it. Go, 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 go.
And that includes this stream itself.
Yeah.
Good try, good try.
That's fine.
I mean,
It's 3-1. Well,
mean, you-
the thing is that Step One's is going to be ahead of Veronica. That
Yeah,
that's
you're
the
not gonna
best that
get
you can
well,
do.
YouTube, yeah, it's
Yeah,
YouTube
let's go.
versus Twitch.
Yep.
Fuck, I fell
Yeah,
off.
yeah.
I'm building.
Violent is YouTube, and
Slid right off the damn ladder. All right, let's get on cameras.
Not to me.
One got me. Oh, shit.
Step
one
one.
more in the same spot. One more in the same spot.
No. Veronica's
Dan,
is
he's right behind
it's
the building.
it's
You got him. Watch out now. One more. Oh.
Yeah. and now
I
Haxx
hate
just
that. I hate that
ended the
fucking
game.
drop shit,
and it's
man.
4-1.
It should
Yes,
let you
Carnage is
continue.
ahead,
I don't know
4-1.
why it does
There
that.
was a bomb plant. I believe it was successful. So they will be getting an extra point as long as they can close out these last 2 games.
Cool.
Okay. Well, they're gonna go for A.
We're going for A. They already got.
Oh,
me.
Veronica losing that gunfight. Oh man, King Scorpion just ready for that one.
Oh, come down. Oh, just you that night.
And unfortunately, it was a very quick loss for Haxx. Scoreline now 5-1
Oh, I put in my. I
And
put my smoke
Carnage
in there. I don't know how this
on match point.
Right.
Okay, I got the bomb.
Isolation. crazy.
Slow it down. Oh no, let's go to B right, A right away. It's right there. Oh my god.
So they were directly opposite spawn.
Yeah, I'm fucked. I'm stupid. My bad. You're all down there by the bottom by A.
Get Veronica's
Yeah.
stream
Like
pulled
that
up
one.
Oh,
here.
he's coming up the stairs in front of you, Solo. Stairs in front of you.
Kill him.
I don't have a good.
No, he's down, but he's not dead
calling.
yet.
This is do or
Yeah.
die. Dan
he's
Solo,
good.
last member
Trying to
alive
bait
on
you.
Haxx,
Watch out.
has to take out Slice, Step 1,
Right.
and Leo. We'll see if he can actually pull this
Hold on.
one through, but that is a tall order to fill. They still haven't even gotten close
Careful.
to a plant. He is carrying the bomb. He's moving on
Who
bomb
else we got?
site. Does
Who's up?
take one
Above
out.
you.
There's 2 left.
There's one above you, gonna be on your right.
Just
Slice
above you.
in Step
He's
1.
about to drop
Actually,
down, I think.
sorry,
On your left.
GAM was able to get that down
Yeah,
in
he dropped-
elimination,
Oh, no, he's by the porta potties.
as there was
on the
no
second
revive.
Okay.
He's running through that lobby now to the
Okay,
middle.
that's a little better.
Coming down this
Now
stairs.
he's in the middle now.
Step 1 is getting a little foggy there. It kind of looks like there's some not safe for work stuff on Carnage's screen there. It is real pixelated for me as well.
Dan Solo takes out Slice. And I'm guessing from what you're all seeing, Step 1 Sounds is able to take the win against Dan. And that is going to close out the search and destroy of the first half of tonight's matchup. Man, oh man. Yeah, sorry for the technical issues, folks. I mean, this is what happens when we have Twitch and YouTube. Two platforms can be very different. Unfortunately, one is going to be significantly further ahead. So on the production end, trying to balance that out, it's incredibly difficult. Now, if the YouTube channel were a little bit further ahead, that would have been a little bit easier. The quality is all, and there's a lot of buffering too. Yeah, there's some buffering. I don't know. You were having issues with buffering last time too when you were producing. I'm not sure why. Maybe someone needs to upgrade their PC. Yeah, I'm not sure, man. I'm not sure. Well, this is going in the direction that we kind of thought it would go. Are you live? Can they hear you? Or no? Or are you just telling us? Okay. This is kind of going in the direction that we kind of thought. Okay.
So where are you going to post those at now? Okay.
All right. Well, as I was saying, this is going in the direction of kind of what we thought. Carnage is outplaying right now. Haxx only able to get 1 elimination, and there was a plant point for Carnage, so they also pick up an additional point to their victory. Of course, this is only the first half. There's plenty of games left to go, and we'll see if Haxx can at least pull one out. We're going to be moving on to hardpoint on Factory. Interesting choice, but not a bad one.
Hard one. Yeah, Factory's a good one for that. Got to watch out for them shooting feet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Agreed. Now, what's the most critical factor here on Factory for hardpoint, in your opinion, O'Doyle? Since I know, having played with you and against you on this map, you are quite skilled and knowledgeable of this map and how it operates.
Well, I mean, you got to have at least 1 or 2 people up high. Preferably one in the office, maybe one on the catwalk, somebody on the pipes, and I mean, really, it's just you got to be ready to be able to jump in and capture that point. That's how you win. You got to keep going for the point. If you hang back for too long and you let them have too many points there, even if, I mean, you saw our match earlier, it came down to a second. So, you know, it's one of those things where if you sit on your laurels, you're gonna lose. But you know, definitely controlling the high ground in this one is key.
All right, already going into it, it does look like Carnage is taking control of the first hard point, which is on the catwalk, which I have to admit is probably the worst position for the hard point to be in, but it is what it is.
Catwalk, middle.
Okay, which one is which? Which one are you using? One, I'll jump on two.
Fuck, one's in. Fair side, two of them.
Sorry, folks, if we're a little quiet. We're working on some back-end stuff to try to make things a little bit smoother for our production guy.
Okay, one got me from the bottom. They're coming up our side of the catwalk. Coming up our stairs. Watch out behind you.
One's already on point. Two on from their side.
Right now, Haxx contending that middle shed,
Dinko's hurt.
vying for control. They do need some points under their belt.
Moving.
There we go.
And Titch, we might just have to keep Haxx's perspective up
I'm in the shed.
Yeah,
because
a little too pixelated.
Shed middle room.
it's very pixelated. We can't really get a clear capture of what's going on. But there's about a 15-point difference between the two teams right now. Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
it's-
They're in the corners.
Complete shite.
folks, we're probably going to be just watching from Haxx's perspective because the other one is a little bit too difficult to make out, and also the audio is a little. So, for a clean watching experience, we're just going to watch from the perspective of Haxx and Veronica pulling out the Sterling here, one of my favorite weapons. Now, I can see this weapon being run on Monastery, Retreat, or even a smaller map, but here. Yeah, she's switching it up. I mean, without some local sites to use and just having to iron sight it, it could be kind of difficult. It's more of a run and gun, hip firing type of gun anyway. So, but she switched it up, and they are looking to gain capture at this point early on, which they do. But it's a big open space, so they're gonna have to stick close to the edges and use the cover where they can. And similar to what we were seeing both you and Trauma do, the perimeter play, you know, getting the oh god, blinded herself, getting those eliminations prior to pushing in on the point is so critical in maintaining you know, control for a long period of time.
A slice.
This look like Carnage's stream is. Oh no, he's still kind of going a little pixelated. Maybe we need to work with step one and see if we can't get him to lower his resolution or something.
When it's saved that.
Does seem like it's cleared up a little bit.
Just a second here.
Maybe the kids were watching YouTube at his house.
Every time it does get shot, though, that's kind of when it goes pixelated the most.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
I can hear you, Danny. Can you hear us?
They are trying to retake here, but Carnage with a substantial lead at 90 points.
It's cutting out on her.
98 to 40. Just like that, Veronica's already on the point. Now, we knew this was going to be an uphill battle for Haxx. They are putting in the work. They're trying desperately to compete and contest these points. But they are 58 points down. They have to exert some sort of control on the surrounding area. They cannot get it, then they're going to lose this each time. It's not super huge, no.
58. I mean, you can claw that back in just 1 point alone. Now, if they have the time, that's the question.
They have to be able to hold the point. Like, if they were to come back, they have to hold a point for its entirety.
Moving.
You know, just to get in line and tie things up. At present, they're struggling just to, you know, contest the point.
Okay. Bird.
And here's Veronica. She's holding the perimeter, which I think is the wise choice. She's getting high ground, and she's trying to keep her opponent off. Before they even approach,
I'm on.
as we see, she gets a beautiful grenade throw right through the doorway.
Watch out behind the boxes, and there's one on the other side. Oh,
Now it's rotated all the way back into the same spot that it was prior.
Okay,
and Carnage
open.
is already
Smoke out. Oh,
in control. Very quickly, though, Haxx has retaken. Question is, can they control it? Can they maintain it?
Trying to do. One's up in the office doing the same shit.
Hey, the flashes are being used a lot more. And it's definitely a nice, nice change of pace. I like seeing those flashes.
It is
Man,
about
I don't.
50-point difference now. Yeah, right. Like you hate seeing them, but you love using them.
It's on their side.
Just now on their
He's the
side.
catwalk into the back.
Especially when you flash yourself. Like that's just no fun.
Oh, definitely not.
Alright, back in the octagon. What's the catwalk?
Jesus!
Pitch thinks he's fixed it.
Got the two out of the corner. Get in there. Good shit.
Does
Watch
look
out, they're
pretty
all coming
clear.
from the back. They're all coming from the back.
Carnage is still kind of a little pixelated, but
Come on.
Yeah,
I like
quite a
the
lot.
comment. Yeah, it's
Smoke out.
like trying to watch Skinemax.
Well, I think it gets pixelated when he actually gets in a fight. That's when it happens. When there's so much happening on the screen, it's just that memory is not transferring well.
One grenade will
So it
fall
gets
I do-
off.
very
I-
They're all like-
pixelated.
What? I know he does not have a graphics card on the PC. I don't believe. I believe it's just a regular old PC, so that might have something to do with it as well.
Good shit.
I mean, I wouldn't think so, because all it is just a stream, but I could be wrong there.
Under the mez.
That GPU could be doing more than what I give it credit for.
Oh, Haxx again in a position trying to claw their way back. They're finding their mark, but it's just a matter of holding the point. 144 to 85. I can't see them coming back from this, even with the clock ticking down. It might go to points.
I don't know. I mean, Haxx, you know, they're putting up a fight, but Carnage is just wiping them off the board every time.
$161. They're on their way, and it's not. In this point in particular, is not strongly being contested.
Yeah, we've only got what, about 28 points left, and they're going to take this one. Haxx desperately trying to get in there.
Gonna move.
It is.
Oh,
Under
it's
the
upstairs.
office.
Second floor office.
Point has switched.
Two of them there.
Didn't move too far though, middle of the warehouse. This one's a really hard one to control and take back. You got so many high spots for people to pick you off, and there's really not much cover down there. You got that one little kind of crate we saw step one kind of hiding behind.
One's on the pipe.
But yeah, there really isn't much you could do. If you got people up high, luckily it does look like Veronica is realizing that and taking them out of the corners, but
But every time she goes and finds a mark, or any one of her teammates find their mark, there's always another member of Carnage somewhere, just on the outskirts, waiting to you know, get a trade. So taking that point is near impossible. That was a beautiful spot. Oh my gosh. Right underneath the stack. Point has rotated.
there you have it. It went to points. Carnage takes that one with a 200 point
Wow.
to what, 160? It was still pretty close.
200 to 100.
100.
Yeah, a bit of a difference there.
Yeah, just a little bit.
They did the best that they could, but I'm gonna try to get those stats and look at the numbers here. Now Titch, where'd I go? How?
Well, while Wolf's not here, he's the ghost.
Yeah, I don't know why. It just kind of kicked me out. That was
There
weird.
he is.
It just said that it was in use. I was like, yeah, by me. So confused. In looking at the stat line, you know, I like to look at these, and I haven't done it for a little while, but if you take a look at the stats here in terms of kill to death ratio, we got Prince and Slice doing great work on Carnage with 40 kills for Prince and 36 for Slice. but their teammates King, Leo, and Step aren't far behind. Step 1, having the least amount of kills, got 21. And that's the amount that Dan Solo got on Haxx, who came in second for the most kills on the Haxx side. So when it comes to team deathmatch, like, is this going to play a factor? Because they got that next at the start of the second half here. Maybe map choices are going to be different. I mean, are going to play a factor. But having the fact that Haxx controlling, or being the host, I should say, of the lobby, getting map pick first, and then succumbing to 3 losses so far, I can't see it really working out in their favor when Carnage gets to pick their favored maps. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Hopefully they can turn things around, though, in the second half. I'm pulling for Haxx to at least bring it in a little bit closer, if you ask me.
For sure.
Big shout out to everybody who's in chat, especially everybody who's stuck around through some of the technical errors and issues that we were having. It seems as though Titch, with his magical technical genius, was able to figure out how to make it a little bit of a smoother experience for your viewing pleasure. But what's going on, Vicky? Of course, NG, Mick Coles, who had resubbed later on. Doom, Prince Asm. Prince Asm. Prince. Another Prince is in chat. We got Galindo in here. We got, oh boy, Crispy. What's going on? Coming in to support his team. We got Buggasm also in here. Shell, Puddles. I heard. Thank you so much, all, for being here. Appreciate your participation and attendance.
What's up, Padflow?
I want to mention to everybody, just kind of remind you all, if you were here earlier for the previous matchup, I'm going to kind of recite everything that I had said before. Since this is a whole new stream, it's going to be a whole new viewing experience for newcomers. I want to give a shout out to all of our support systems in place. We have Raise Energy, for example, developed by Rep Sports. We have a code with them, and if you guys want to utilize that code and save yourself some money, you guys can get involved with purchasing some wonderful supplements. And also, perhaps, if you're only interested in the energy drink side of things, a really good substitute to some of your favorite beverages like Red Bull or Monster or Bang, or one of those. There's no artificial coloring, no artificial additives. It's all natural stuff filled with things to give you a lot of energy without the crash. And it's going to help you with a lot of the mental focus. I myself drink it. I enjoy it. I'm a user of many of their products. But we have a code. If you guys are interested, go to the website, repsports.com. That's REPPSPORTS.com. And you can go through the list and check out everything that they have to offer, from supplements to drinks. Wow, we are in the Twilight Zone. And also some food products, which they also have. And you can use our promo code AHC to get 15% off. That is a lot of money saved for you, and it helps us as your streaming source for Alvo World League. Also, I'd like to give a shout out to OutsideIn Entertainment, who are the developers of Alvo. They have given us a wonderful experience, and they do their best to provide you with the best and cleanest experience with a lot more in store. So if you guys haven't considered purchasing the game while I spin around and get sick here, if you haven't yet purchased the game, please consider doing so. Just go to the Quest store or the Pico store, or even the PlayStation store, and it's going to be coming out on the PSVR 2 as well, and also on Steam in the near future. So stay tuned for a lot of the new content that's coming out. Also, a big shout out to ProTube. ProTube, even though they're not an official sponsor, I do want to give them a shout out for not only supporting us through liking our tweets and other social media tags. They were able to provide me with a PSVR 2 stock, which is not out in stores, but they have also given us affiliate privileges, meaning we have discount links for you guys if you want to go check out some of their stuff. I use it. I use their stuff on a regular basis. If you go to the store or go to one of the links in the panels below, that can bring you to the store to the specific item that you want. Now, if you go to the store and you click on one of the items, there is no promo code input. You have to use one of our links. So go to the Twitch panels down below on our Twitch page, twitch.tv/AH commentary. Click one of the links for one of the items that you want, and it'll bring you to the store with the discount added. Not only does it make it cheaper for you, but also helps us out and increases our relationship with ProTube. So thank you, ProTube, for all your support. And last but not least, Gaming Synergy Pro League is our official partner and has been our partner for a couple of years now. They're wonderful folks, and they have a great tournament and league service online, gamingsynergy.co.uk. That's what we're using for the Alvo World League. It's a really good website to help organize not just your team, but your roster, the logo, and also with your scores. It's a way to track your progress as a team and also check out the other teams for whatever season that you're subscribed to. If you aren't already a member of Gaming Synergy, you can go there. It costs you nothing to make an account. So be sure to make an account. You might not be able to participate this season, but in future seasons, if you want to participate, be sure to make an account now so you don't miss out. And be sure to tune into also the Discords, the main Alvo Discord and Alvo World League Discord. And with that, I think I am done spouting.
Wow, that was a mouthful.
It's a lot of information, but you know what? As the season progresses, man, we're just getting more and more support, and it makes me excited. We got so much in store, and so far, the test league went well, and now we got season 1 of the Alvo World League, and it's going well. So,
oh, definitely.
That's what she said. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, going into the back half of this match.
This look like they're doing a little strategizing here.
Titch sent us into the Twilight Zone. So, Titch, you got to give Carnage a plant point because they got a plant point in the first search and destroy. Just like that, and it's done. So these plant points, I have my opinion. I'm curious to know yours, O'Doyle. In the matches that you've not only played but also watched, do you feel like that plant point pressure has kind of changed the strategy or play style for search and destroy?
I mean, it's changed it a little bit, but I'll tell you the biggest change is that revive system. It made it a lot harder. You knock them down, you think you got them out of the fight, and next thing you know, they're picking themselves back up. But it does make teams more aware of it. But I mean, I would say like even in our match today, we weren't as concerned with the plants as we were with trying to get them eliminated. It is making teams play a little differently, though. They are actually going for the plants now. But
so you find, and I kind of agree with this, but correct me if I'm wrong in my interpretation of what you're saying. Depending, it could be the fact that it's dependent on the team that you're going up against and knowing your opponent.
Yeah, totally, 100%.
And I'll even argue that it might have something to do with also the map choice, because in watching your match, it was very clear that on the larger map, blanking on which one it was. I know it was the very first search and destroy map. There wasn't much attempt to push the bomb site, whereas the second search and destroy, which was a much smaller map on retreat, we started seeing a little bit more drive from both teams to get the bomb planted. Do you think map choice has a lot to do with that? Or do you think
there's a little bit of it? I mean, I think competence really is where it comes down to. I mean, if the game's playing well for you, you don't have a lot of lag, you're definitely going to go for the plant a little more often. But if you're getting that kind of weird connection where you're just seeing somebody and you're just dropping instantly, you're going to have to play a little bit safer, and you might not go for the plant in that situation.
Yeah, I definitely felt that last night when I was playing. I don't know if it's been because of the update or whatnot, but the servers have been acting kind of wonky. I'll admit to that. So usually it balances itself out, but when both teams are experiencing, especially when I was talking to some of the players last night in the public lobbies, everybody was kind of experiencing it simultaneously. So at least it was even on that end. But I agree, yeah. Depending on the flow of the game, how the game is playing, and the opponent, the map choice, a lot of these play a factor into whether or not you're going to push for that plant. Granted, it's only 1 extra point. It's not a significant amount. If you'd rather go for the 3 points in total, so best to prioritize the victory over the bomb plant, which I totally get and agree with.
Does look like we're waiting on 2 more players here. Does look like it's going to be King, and it's usually the PlayStation guys that are lagging behind. It takes a while to restart those things.
And I don't know if there are any other Pico players, but we got GAM as the only Pico player right now, from what I understand.
Somebody got signed up for the beta yet? Because I know Sean's looking.
I know that I think GAM was approached. I'm pretty certain because there aren't many Pico players that are doing the whole crossplay thing. So I don't know. GAM.
Yeah, if we get real hard up, I know I can jump in on my Pico, but I've had a little bit less time here lately, but we'll see.
Yeah. I'm excited for a lot of the content that's coming up. I know we've touched upon it a little bit before. You keep losing Veronica? Mine's good.
Yeah, I see Veronica fine.
We've talked a little bit about it before in the past, and I even talked about it during your matchup. Some of the stuff that's coming down the pipeline for Alvo, we got some really cool new maps that are coming out. I know that there are some more mechanical features that they want to implement. There's some more UI features that they want to implement. That new leaderboard, by the way, with the new patch, as much as I like it, sorry, Sean, no, you might not like my opinion here, but as much as I do like it, it took away my KDR. Now I have to math. If anyone was watching the last stream, I can't math very well on the spot. So I can estimate what my KD is, but as a person who watches KD for, just understanding my own performance, it's a little bit harder with the new leaderboard. But I do like the leaderboard. It's nice, kind of breaks it down into, segments and into the game modes to see where you stand per game mode. Clearly on free-for-all, I stand at the bottom because I don't play free-for-all, but everything else is looking pretty good.
It does look like we've got everybody back in the lobby now.
Woohoo! And a Monastery for Team Deathmatch. I'll tell you this much, man. In my week 2 match, when we were going up against Gabba's army, Monastery hurts me, man. Monastery and Retreat, those 2 maps, they just hurt me. I have not only played Monastery forever, especially during the Grenada-Palooza era, but Retreat, I even helped with the development and design of, so I've known it for a long time, and I still suck at it. I can't. I struggle so much with those 2 maps, and I don't know why, because I know them inside and out. People are just so proficient in this game that they are like the Monastery and Retreat. People are so efficient at, and here I am sitting duck most of the time. Ugh, kills me. All right, moving into Team Deathmatch. I don't know which stream you're looking at, Titch, but both are now in.
You were behind. Calling it out, it does look like Carnage is off to a fast start.
Yeah, just chopping them down. This is going to be a map that is highly in favor of Carnage, given the fact that they are running gunners. They have their routes. They are going to be picking off Haxx one at a time as they rotate from the new area to the old area and through the wine cellar. I think they have specific loops that they typically run that they know they're going to get people in the cross of. So we're likely going to see Carnage running the same routes over and over, and that's going to help elevate their kill rate exponentially.
These look like Titch is caught up. Yeah, this one's always a hard map to play, especially if you're not a running gunner. You try to hold down an area. There's really not many good places to hide. There's so many different angles that you can come in through to every area. So it's really hard to just lock down one specific area.
And there are some locations that you can sit. Like a lot of people will, I don't want to say a lot of people, but there are teams or there are players that will sit wine cellar and hold that specifically. And then there are others who will hold like either the rocks near the yellow stairs, or, you know, they've got their players and teams with their locked in locations, but against teams like Carnage, who are natural running gunners, and a team that favors Monastery, you can't sit comfortably in a lot of these pretty standard spots. So Haxx is doing a good job keeping it within 10 or around 10, which is impressive given that this is a very strong map, and Veronica losing tracking there. Oh, God, I hate it when Quest does that, man. But no, the gap has increased, 46 to 27.
Life is very mental.
Where?
You're on the spawn fucking point, dude.
It's kind of going how I kind of pictured it. I mean, it's too small of a map to really compete with a team that, you know, runs this much.
Let me get it.
Veronica has pulled out the Sterling. I love this gun, man. Oh, if I could use it competitively, I would. It's such a good gun. And this is
that you don't have a sight. It needs that sight back, but
yeah. Well, see, here's the upside. Like if it, for someone who uses a stock, once you get it at the right angle, it doesn't matter where you're looking. It's just it's perfect hip fire, perfect angle every time over distance. I never really have to end up moving my stock at all, which I think is why I'm a little bit better at it than maybe some others, because I don't really have to line it up, and I don't have to worry about that wobble. It's just it is where it is. There's a 26-point difference now between the two, but that's not a huge gap.
For real, I think it's probably
But do you use the old trick where you paint a little X on your lenses there, so you got a sight?
Oh God, no! Oh God, no. Dude, if I did, I would be so distraught if I ever saw someone with a HMD that had any kind of marking on the lenses. Do you know how detrimental that can be to the lenses? So
I just thought it'd be funny that, like, I had a buddy back in the day where he played I think it was hardcore Call of Duty, and he would always draw the little crosshair on his screen.
How did he?
Oh my God, no, I'm good. That's crazy, dude.
Yeah, they are. I can't get out of the fucking spawn.
Man, step one's getting really washed out for me right now.
I've kind of deviated away from Step One's stream. He does get the turret out though, as I switch over just to check in on things. Yeah, some pixelation does occur a bit. Slice is going crazy with 31 eliminations, carrying the team right now, I would have to say. Because if you eliminate some of those eliminations from him, I mean, this would be a much closer match, but his routes is just taking him to the right spot at the right time. And yeah, he is leading the charge. Now the challenge for Haxx right now is they are getting caught in their flank a lot of times. So if they see their teammate pushing it, let's say, for example, where Veronica was looking, she was looking at the stairs at the north end. Yeah, if you see your teammate pushing there, best bet is to watch behind you guys. Watch your six and see them coming from the new area, just to avoid any kind of flank, because they're exposing their back quite often. But these grenades have also done a lot of damage. Well placed. I don't want to say perfectly placed, but well enough. It's doing enough damage to Haxx to chop them down before they even have to engage in a gunfight.
First, then I'm dead first. How the fuck it happened?
Looks like Vicky has switched up, or Vicky. Sorry, Vicky. Veronica. Looks like Veronica has switched up her gun. She's decided to go with the trauma, it seems. We'll see if it makes any kind of difference here. Didn't quite see who it was, but there is someone on Haxx with 30 eliminations of their own. Which is great work. Hopefully that makes a bit of a difference here. It's GAM with actually over 30 eliminations.
Pico player stepping it up.
showing that no matter what platform you're on, you can be competitive. Oh no, it's only 22. For some reason, I thought I read 30. Huh, welcome to Pixelation, folks.
You sure it's just not your eyes, Wolf? You are getting a little bit older.
Huh? What'd you say?
You start eating them carrots, bro. Get that vision back. We are seeing stuff when he did put a Turi down.
45 eliminations, man, by Slice alone. That's wild. 46 and 15. I mean, that's over a 2.0 KDR, man. That's wild. Is it unheard of? No, but that's just crazy.
4 points. That's getting a little ridiculous.
Dude,
John, I'm gonna need you to look into this. I think we got some hacking going on.
We need to nerf Slice, please. Nerf Slice.
Another one. Two. Yeah, I got one of them.
A valiant effort. And Vicky, keep saying Vicky. Veronica has come back and actually tied for first in terms of overall eliminations for Haxx. So we got about 22 apiece between her and GAM. But is it's not enough. 171 to 81. That's full on 90-point difference. I mean, that's just so substantial. They did their best, but I'll say this much: Carnage, they knew what they were doing going into that. They picked the right map. They picked the one that was in their favor. I mean, if you ever run into Carnage in public matches, it's likely they're like, if you're in FFA, you're likely to come across a Carnage player, and from what I understand. And if you're in TDM and you're on Monastery, there's a good chance that you're gonna run into them as well. I mean, these guys, they know what worked for them and they don't deviate. Doesn't matter who they go up against. And here on Monastery, they showed their true colors, man. Astounding work by them. We're gonna be moving into our second search and destroy map. Why do I look so pixelated, but O'Doyle looks fresh and clean? I mean, I don't know if it's because he did his laundry and I didn't. And that's why I look so clean.
I mean, I've been out in the hot sun all day, so I don't know. It's that graphics card, bro. You need to get you a RTX. Get away from that AMD trash.
Listen, man, did you go back and watch the other stream? I was looking pretty fresh. I was looking pretty fresh. This is on the production end. I think Titch has materialized me into like what, 64 bits? 64-bit here? No, because I'm trying to cast. I can't look at those fine-tooth things. Yeah, we're at 1500 now. Hey, look, now I'm looking clean. Now I'm looking clean. Something happened, something changed. I don't know. You're the source of the feed, Team RTX. Get out of here, Mick. Get out of here. AMD rocks. They always have. All right, team deathmatch. What are we looking at here? Dojo. All right. They're respawning in.
Not S&D, right?
What did I say? Team deathmatch? I meant search and destroy.
Okay,
sorry, I meant search and destroy. My mind knew what I was talking about, but my mouth said a different thing.
I was just making sure. I thought I might have missed something there.
Nope. You're of sound mind, sir. You're of sound mind. Wolf is losing his marbles. There's about a 6-second difference between the two streams. That's crazy.
That's not terrible.
So big.
It's usually more than that.
That's true. Sometimes it is. All right, so let's see. Carnage is starting off on the attack. They're starting off with the Black Jeep. We'll see how Haxx defend this one. If they can defend. I think Veronica weaseling her way out here can be dangerous, but as I say that, she does get a solid elimination, pushing out towards the bomb site. Cleans up another one. The pressure is on. Good trade here between
Let's go, baby.
her and one other. Dan does get an elimination as well. And it looks like they get their first victory on search and destroy as on defense.
Be patient and wait.
Really well played. I don't know what was happening with Carnage, but they were slow out of the gate there.
Right, okay. Going for
The whole trade system on Search and Destroy, I don't know. It's like, I mean, I liked it back when it was in the main game, but on just Search and Destroy where you trade, I feel like that should be taken out. Or added back to the main game.
Hey, I need help at the bottom. I got King. She's down, but I also need help at the bottom of the dojo on B.
Okay, I'll go with Dan.
Dirt Nasty is down there looking, trying to get a revive, but that's full of limb.
They're gonna pick up Leo. Yeah, they're there.
Come down.
Coming down,
Restaurant stairs.
Jam, Dan both go down.
Was that a flash? No, that was a flash.
Oh, one more.
Veronica able to do some damage here. Just get pressured, and they lose this one, but not by a lot.
All tied up.
Take many members out.
No
Only
bomb
2 left.
yet.
Nope. Nope. That pressure on bomb site, you know, trying to at least get one plant is going to be a challenge with a strong defense, especially with how Haxx are playing. They're playing very aggressively. They're not sitting back and waiting. They are pushing Carnage, forcing them out of, potentially out of their element. And I know this for a fact, and they have said it to me personally, and I know that they have said it to a few others. They are not big fans of Search and Destroy.
They're all at the back door to the dojo.
There's only really a few teams that are. You know, we all know Titch there. He's a S&D fanboy. But I mean, I like it, but at the same time, I don't know. The whole down system, that's added such a new like dynamic to it that, you know, it's becoming less of my favorite thing to play.
Mm-hmm. Carnage taking another win, increasing the score 2-1 now.
There's still a lot of game to play though.
Alright, it's up a Jeep.
Yep.
We're going
B.
Okay, I'm going A.
And
King
now
down.
Haxx is on the offensive. They're
Got
pushing
one.
pots here,
Come to me. Dinner.
looking for bomb
Slow.
site A potentially. Could
Reposition,
revert
keep
and
cover
go
for
right
them.
back towards
Get them
B.
picked up and let's go back.
Alright, A is open.
They're
right now.
taking it nice and slow.
Okay, we'll go B then.
We're here now.
No.
They just ran down Main Street. I hurt one of them.
Carnage is prepared. Here comes the engagement. Oh, Veronica picking out a little too much. Leo picking up that limb.
3v2 though.
He's going up
Just
to
up to the
That's
dojo.
one in Leo
Starbucks outside
left
the gates.
alive.
He's heading for upstairs. Careful, Dirt. He's gonna be coming up right behind you.
One's in the garden.
We can
Dojo
guarantee
I got him down. See, I don't understand why
Leo
that
is
does that.
probably laid
Like,
down
why?
somewhere,
I
and
don't
step one
understand
is
it.
probably
Slam a
running.
grenade up.
Look at that, Haxx
Yeah,
pulls it
that's
back.
Fucking bullshit.
There it is,
man.
all tied up, 2-2.
Did we win? We won that? Fucking
Again, no plant,
I don't understand
no
why-
successful
why
plant.
shut
Not
up.
even one plant. Like neither team,
I don't
even
know.
if it's successful or not, neither team able to get a plant on bomb site. This really speaks to the defense. I mean, truthfully.
Oh, really? Yeah, but it's always hard to get that plant.
Oh shit! Yeah, Leo's still there.
2 members go down. Dan and Veronica both in a down state. There goes GAM. Prince Dingo flatlining Haxx. And just like that, Carnage take another win. And yeah, man, I'm just going to give that one to Prince Dingo. I mean, he single-handedly took out Haxx there. Oh, hey, we're on the main stage. Hi, guys.
Did you already give him points? You hit the wrong button, bro. Come on. You programmed.
Alright,
Yeah,
so
you
get up
wanna
on the
rush it?
balconies.
It's fine. All's good. No need to panic here.
Better hope they win. You just gave them the curse. The kiss of death
Are you
there.
losing their link? What's happening?
Alright, back up.
Well,
That sounds like a
Fixed
you
it.
problem.
yeah, fix it, bro. Mine's still running.
Yeah. I'm down.
Double doors is
Oh, a
down.
missed throw of that flash grenade in the double doors. Didn't matter though. She's able to take out Dinko here.
Down.
Nice. I'm watching.
Veronica is just putting it on him right now.
Right, I'm moving.
Yeah,
one's in
she's
the
playing very
dojo.
aggressive through
Yeah,
those
sure.
double
Don't
doors,
do
and
that
it's worked out. Yeah, I would usually discourage against something like that,
No,
but
he's
she
just-
has.
SUV.
She's doing her
shooting me. I
thing,
don't know
man.
How the fuck I can't shoot him, but he can shoot me.
Spicy.
Yeah. I need help. I need help.
Still
Put him in the
there, still
corner.
there.
Now would be the time
Right.
yet, and I
Is
think
someone
she's
going
doing
up
it.
for
She's
that?
gonna go try to flank him.
Yeah, I'm going.
Come to me. Ready.
Going to the
Gam's
dojo.
coming. I see Gam. Gam's coming for me.
Yeah.
there anybody?
Very
Okay.
smart move.
You're safe, Gam. You're safe. Right, kill units down, but
Red,
so
one's in
what's
the corner.
from Shiwa?
In front of the red or orange. She got me.
Right,
Are
is
you
it
gonna go fight
the
that B then?
Bomb.
B?
is it the
Very
SUV
quietly
now?
doing so. There's the first bomb plant.
It's not planted yet.
One's guarding there.
Okay, now it is.
And there it
He's
is. And
coming
they
now. He's
also
coming
get,
for the
so they get a
dojo.
successful
Yeah.
bomb plant, and it's the
Yeah.
first plant overall between the
Yeah,
two
that's what I'm
teams.
talking about.
They tie things up. It's now 3-3.
Nice.
They can just prevent the
Well done.
bomb plant, so at least get 1
Good
point
job.
here.
Good job, guys.
Carnage is on the attack now, though.
Right. I'm gonna go main
I'm going for
street.
B.
That bomb plant is probably at the front of their mind right now.
They have been slow out of the gate, though, when it comes to attack. They haven't really been.
One
Wow, very nice
upstairs.
pickup here by Veronica, getting the back end, taking out Slice early on. That is a big kill,
King.
given how dangerous he can be. She gets out. Oh my gosh, she takes out Leo.
Number B and bleeding out. He's on the roof.
2 down, just a little red. She's going to heal up.
Upstairs.
One on the balcony, one's on the roof, one jumped down, coming to the.
One's on point.
Trying to get
Point
Dan
one.
back up, but he's been
Standing
taken
down
out.
B.
Going for the shots. Takes him out.
Straight to
But the
B.
bomb is planted.
Oh,
Can she defuse? Oh, no.
Dirt Nasty has to get this elimination, and he's got to get the defuse. Can he do it? He gets it. Now he's just got to go for the defuse.
nice. Okay.
Where's the
He's got
bomb?
time. He's got time, I think.
Woo! Dirt Nasty coming out clutch.
Good job, good
19,
job.
18 seconds
Yeah,
left,
good
able
job.
to get the defuse. They take their victory. Oh my gosh. This is a strong looking team.
Amazing game.
Haxx is looking really good for a possible win here. Now I don't want to cast a curse on anyone. Carnage very easily could come back, but I'm loving what I'm seeing from Haxx here. This is great teamwork. This is just really good movement too. Veronica taking very big risks, but it has paid off substantially. Here she does get taken out though. Mid-street, Prince Dinko getting credit for that one.
There's 2 of them making their way hopscotching.
You going for A?
Oh shit, I'm down. I hit one.
Yep, they're going for A. 2 of
Does
them.
look like Dan was trying to go support. Unfortunately, caught out,
Yeah, they're on me now, Gam. Careful.
leaving Dirt and
Watch B in case this-
GAM left all alone to go up against
No,
King Leo,
they're
Prince, and
going-
Slice. Oof.
I need help.
Now it's just
Fuck,
GAM,
my
Dirt
black
Nasty.
jeep.
One's at zigzag.
Getting caught
I'm
himself.
Dead. You're on your own, Gam.
One's at the
Sorry,
zigzag.
brother.
As long as he can prevent the
We're coming over
plant.
the overpass to you.
By the black jeep, running
One's on
around
the
by
balcony.
the
It's a challenge though. I mean, like they could
Right,
go
right,
for it at
down,
A. Oh,
shoot
and
down.
GAM gets taken out.
This-
Now we're all tied back up again. Nope. Wait, and the successful plant. Were they able to get a plant there? No. Never mind.
No,
That was
no,
the defuse
was
last
the
round.
defuse, Yeah, yeah.
Frustrating.
All tied up. Still no successful plant for Carnage though. So there's that.
They're going to get one more chance here, though. Ooh, Veronica getting taken down quickly.
Going A. Risky way.
But it does look like she may be getting revived.
One down.
Come on, yeah.
Oh no!
Leo's
Amidst
down.
the revive, Slice takes out Dan. That's 2 members down. Carnage also down though. 2 members, Leo and Slice out. 3v3.
He's still at cherry.
Yeah. 3 of you left.
It's a strong 3 on each side, though.
I'm watching the
Balcony
bomb.
across from playground on A.
Is Dirt still running with that pumpkin head?
He is. He never stops at that, man. He loves it.
That's
Where
awesome.
Dirt's- God, where Dirt's down.
I mean, to do that well and still have the pumpkin head,
I'm
that speaks to
oh.
skill.
Here, we're watching you. I got him. He got me.
His friend's coming for him. Dana. If you can get to Dana.
Yeah, we know, Neil. Yeah,
One's
we
stuck in the
got their
balcony-
plant.
balcony still. Of the
Get eyes on that
overpass.
one. I'll get eyes around.
That's right.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Oh, he's on the top balcony.
Yeah,
On top
he's
of like
still
tier A. Yeah, he's still there.
Mm,
Oh yeah, Carnage.
Oh,
Carnage is the one
just
that has
missed
not
it.
had a successful plant.
Balcony
Only
guy
one that we've
still
had
is
success
jumping
with is
down now.
Haxx.
Coming down a zigzag.
now it's 420 and King. Face to face, 1-on-1. The best Dana.
It's okay, Dana. Don't worry about it. You just
Versus
lay
the
down by that
ruling
truck and
king.
Watch that bomb. If
I hope Dana
if
gets
they
a
win,
point
they
for
win.
Dana in this one.
He's in the
I got eyes on
corner.
the white van.
Coming
Nobody
up,
got eyes
can
on the-
Dana do it?
No, he's coming up towards you.
Oh.
He's still in front of you.
A backyard
He's by the
brawl.
Jeep. He's
No,
about to
and
jump over the
420
Jeep.
loses
Oh,
to King Scorpion,
no.
and
That's
now
Freddie.
Carnage is
It's
at
all good, girl. You did
match
good. You did very
point.
Good. Good job.
I mean, it still could go full points.
I know how the gun works in this game.
So far, the tightest
not
engagement we have seen so far between these two teams.
But even if they get eliminated here,
Okay,
they're
slow
already going to get a
and
plant
steady to
point.
A.
Oof.
That flash is brutal.
In the process, she gets taken out. So does 420, and Carnage looking to get a sweep here. If they can get that plant, though,
Yeah,
which they're
you
not
see
going to
there's
go
one
for.
behind
Instead, they're
the
going to go
van
for the
in the
game
dark-
win.
in the
6-4, Carnage take the win.
Got flashed.
But
Haxx get a plant point. They get that extra point. They didn't walk away empty-handed.
No.
Big old schlong.
sure did not. Violet Veronica getting 12 eliminations in that engagement. I mean, looking at Carnage, Slice was able to also get 12. So she really got up there in terms of performance. Overall, really, really well played. All right, last mode of the evening, we have Hardpoint going on retreat.
Oh, my bad.
Don't know how I feel about that, but I have a bias towards retreat. I have been practicing it all week, and I'm getting a little bit better, but a little bit is not enough in a league such as this, where all your contenders are above average.
Well, you guys
And-
faced trauma this week. Y'all have fun with that.
Yeah, I've already asked a few of them to take it easy on their favorite commentator. I was like, just go easy, please. Yeah, it's a little nerve-wracking but exciting at the same time. Just gonna go in there, do the best we can. But with all the contenders, I mean, even going up against Gaba's Army and German Grandpas, you got to be careful. You give just a little bit to any one of these teams, and they can run you. It's really impressive, the culmination of players that we've been able to gather into this one league. 10 teams with just about, I think, 10, almost everybody's got a full roster. So I'll say roughly around 100 players, and every single one of them you need to be weary of because they are all that good. But we're on our last matchup here on Retreat for Hardpoint.
And Titch
We'll
is
see how
behind a
this
little
plays
bit.
out.
There he goes. Looking for the hard point.
It is in the
Looks like the pedicure. area.
pedicure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're getting their toes did.
Fight in leisure.
Man, I'm really glad they don't have
But no, they're in
friendly
the
fire
corners.
ones. Because if not,
I
there would be
know,
a lot
right?
of people dead.
You gotta throw an
There would be a lot of people dead.
Oh, he's standing on the counter watching.
That would actually be kind of a cool feature if that could get added in. There.
moving.
I think it's something that's going to be added as a setting in private lobbies, yeah.
What the
Yeah.
fuck? is
I know it's
he
been
doing
talked
on my
about.
team?
Quite a bit.
Look at that! My goodness.
What?
She took down 4 people right there.
The blocker.
This speaks to the Sterling's power.
Oh, it's so good, man. It's such a good weapon.
Sorry.
I'm with you.
Unable to take out what was that, Slice
I'm down.
I think that one was Dinko.
or Dinko? Oh, that's right. Yeah, he always uses that skin.
Fuck.
This locker room is very hard to take control of and hold down.
But, people tend to sit in the same corners time and time again. So when you slide on in, as we saw Veronica do just there, she knew exactly where to look.
How the
58 to 18, 40-point difference.
First place.
Haxx seems to be struggling here on hardpoint, just in general. I mean, great eliminations here by Veronica. I mean, she's catching them off, but struggling just a little bit. 40 points is kind of a big difference. But it is still early game, so there's plenty of time to come back.
Dude, why the...
Does look like Haxx is able to hold this pedicure area down pretty well.
I don't even know if it's been contended yet.
Thank you.
I mean, you know, Haxx's strong point is hard point. They do very well at this mode.
Now, given with everything that's been added to the game, and you know, with the trauma and Sterling being the newest additions, along with the machete, what do you think is the meta? Do you think there is a meta weapon right now? Do you think there is one weapon that stands above them all? Just objectively speaking, I mean, we all have our preferences. I'm a huge AK fan, so I tend to run the AK-47. In fact, I heard your commentary like, well, you know, maybe the AK is not the best choice, and well, evidently you weren't wrong on that one. I did have to switch up to trauma. But do you think there's like a meta weapon right now?
It really depends on like how the game's playing. If it's playing fine, you know, I prefer the proto. It hits a little bit harder. But if it's, you know, you got a little bit of bullet sponging, a little bit of lag, I would prefer the trauma just because you get a, you know, basically the same damage as the Viper, but you get that high fire rate. So, you know, you can put a lot of bullets into a person very quickly, and it kind of evens things out a little bit with, you know, when the game might be playing a little laggy. So I would say, all in all, probably the trauma. Trauma's probably the best weapon in the game right now.
Yeah, I say this with a saddened heart. I have to agree with you. I feel like the trauma and switching up between the guns that I have throughout the course of the preparation for League, but also competing in the League. As much as I love the AK, when it comes to certain gunfights and certain maps, it just doesn't cut it, and I have to go with the trauma. The trauma always comes out victorious in a lot of the exchanges. I even love the proto. Like, I love running with the proto. Beautiful looking weapon and beautiful damage and fire rate, but unfortunately, I feel like the trauma just hits a little bit harder, and it's good in all ranges, from short to long distance.
I mean, now, well, once you get a little bit longer distance with the trauma, you do get a little bit less accuracy. Whereas, you know, with the proto, usually you have that accuracy at long ranges. But, you know, but again, like I said, most of the maps we're playing are close quarters, and you need that extra fire rate that the G36 provides.
And there's a level of stability too. If there's any downside to the trauma that I would, you know, critique, it's actually the recoil. The recoil.
It'll walk up on you. It'll walk up quickly, and the further away it is, the worse it does.
And that's where proto actually has an advantage, because there's at long distance there's less recoil in my experience.
Yeah, usually if we're on like a map like desert or industrial, you know, there's not going to be a lot of close quarters fights. Like if you're playing industrial TDM, I'll usually go with the proto. Desert, obviously the proto. But you know, if you get these close quarter maps like Monastery, Retreat, Pit, you want to have that extra fire rate.
I'm not really able to see the scoreboard. I can see that Carnage is at 145, or at least last I just saw. And Haxx can't be too far behind. I mean, they've held the point for an extended
93,
period.
146.
How? I feel like Haxx has been on point for an extended period of time. To see them almost 100 points behind is astounding to me.
Carnage has been taking a few of these points. You just hadn't noticed it. You know, you're looking at the view right now. That point was red. It's still red.
That's crazy. Regardless the outcome, I gotta say, like, Haxx has fared far better this time around than in the first half in terms of holding the point. I mean, they broke in the last hard point match. They didn't break the 100 point. The 100 points until like the very end. Here they've already broken the 100 points. It's just a matter of getting back on it.
Understand you. This is fucking
now, I would say, you know, if we're talking about the guns again, you know, the other advantage of having the trauma is the clip size. The clip in that thing runs for days.
That's very true.
That's been my only complaint ever about the proto, is that, you know, you have such a limited amount of ammo. You know, you got what, like 20 bullets, and then you're already having to reload.
Yeah, and with the rate of fire, like you had said, they can go quick.
Dippy talking about bursting the trauma. You definitely got to burst it. I've found that if I just hold down the trigger and then just kind of move it down a little bit, it'll usually luck into a headshot.
Good game.
Well, 200 to 104. Carnage taking the win.
Not a sweep though. Not a sweep. You know, you did see Haxx take that plant point.
Very, very true.
I think you need to add that plant point there, Titch. What you doing? You don't have Haxx's plant point up there.
Yep. But Carnage did take that win on hardpoint at the end there. So in the previous search and destroy, Haxx were able to get a plant point. Yeah,
Hey,
well now it
I'm
is.
Call. I got to dip out. Hey, it was a pleasure, guys. Y'all have
All right,
a
O'Doyle.
great rest of your day, and thanks for having me.
Thanks, man. Talk to you later.
Yep. Peace.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to conclude today's matchup between Carnage and Haxx. We had a pretty good day today in overall casting. I feel like the matchups were pretty good throughout the course of the day. I can say this much though, this particular match seemed like it was a blowout, but I want to give credit where credit's due. Like Haxx really put in the work. They went up against a tough team. You know, like we saw that in week 1. There were a couple of teams that were matched up against very tough teams. Sometimes it's good to get those games out of the way. You know what I'm saying? You get those games out of the way, you move past them, and then you focus on the rest of the season where you can accumulate a few more points. And you got to remember, like, we're still very, very early on in the season. You cannot get discouraged after like the first week or two. Now, if you lose week 3, don't be strongly discouraged, but start looking at your team's performance and see where adjustments need to be made in what particular game modes or maps, because you are going to start to struggle if you get past that 3-week mark and you're still down and out quite a bit and you don't have many points up on the scoreboard. You know, you're going to have to reevaluate where you are as a team. Yeah. But the first week or two, not a big deal. Just kind of gauge what your team's performance is and make adjustments from there. And we see that we have a Titch here on.
Yeah. Desk. You know, and it's just like your ex once said. It's not me, it's you.
It wasn't me before. I'm not the one projecting my video source onto your screen.
No, you're talking about like as a team looking at your stats and stuff like that, and like, yeah. If you're not happy where it is, it's not me, it's you.
Okay. Jeez Louise. Holy cow. Well, this actually concludes week 2. So we already have some matches scheduled for week 3. I'm going to let you all know a little bit about what to expect coming up. Some of them are scheduled, some of them are not. Just to give you an idea of what week 3 looks like in terms of overall fixtures. We have Trauma versus Paragon, week 3. That's going to be this upcoming Saturday. That's going to be at 5 o'clock. And then we have Death Squad versus Carnage. The champions, the returning champions against the number 3 seed from Test League. That is taking place at 3 o'clock on Sunday. Game number 3 is German Grandpas versus Repeat Offenders, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Saturday. So that's 2 games. I probably won't be able to cast that. Maybe I could. It depends on what the team wants to do in terms of preparation for Trauma. That's going to be at 1 p.m. On Saturday. And we still have one more match. That's going to be the not German Grandpas, Gabba's Army and Paradox. They still have to schedule theirs. And then, hold on, we got one more team, Haxx and... Who am I thinking of? Haxx and one other team.
Yes, I play you Saturday, right?
That would be Saturday, yeah. That'd be Saturday.
What time is it? It's at noon, isn't it?
No. What? 17 EST, that's 5 o'clock.
It's 5. Well, I thought it was 5 for them. Noon for us.
No, it says right here, 23 EU, 17 EST, 22 UK.
Oh, I misread that then. For some reason, I thought it was noon. which is actually better off because my daughter's piano. So, because my daughter usually has piano at 5:30, so that would really fuck that game up. But she got moved to 1:30, so I thought it was at noon. So I was like, we could leave it like 1. I was like, it's gonna be close. But now that it's at 5, that's way better.
Yeah, game's on. Game's on. It'll be fun. Like ever since the league started, I haven't really been able to play with a lot of friends. Of course, I've been so busy on the back end, kind of doing some of the other things, and the only other time I actually really get to play is to practice. But yeah, man, I miss playing with you and O'Doyle and a few others, and
yeah,
we might have to get on and just run a few at some point in this upcoming week. Just I don't know, one, get us both warmed up, and two,
Mario's right. I'm gonna teabag you.
Okay, it's allowed. But Mario, you got to remember he's got to try to kill me first. Which he's
can you
very
be
good
in
at doing.
Discord while we play? Like, can you and I be in Discord? Like, so that way when I
could
fucking
try.
headshot you, I can just.
So
be
here's the only issue is that when I'm playing, I use my PlayStation headphones because my headphones here aren't wireless, so it only extends so far, and it goes too far out from my PC, and I don't want to hit it with my stock.
Yeah,
so.
see, because I have everything tied in through the mixer, right? So I can have everything.
But you also sit and play, right?
Yes, I also sit.
Yeah,
and play.
I don't.
But even still, like this is as big as my room is, right? Like.
Yeah.
That's
You got plenty of distance. Yeah, when I stand up and play, I
got lots
about
of cord.
I'm about like 5 feet or so away from my PC, so I tend to hit my cord accidentally, and I don't want to yank it out of my PC. So I would
Mental's gonna
love to
kill
be.
you, Tish, waiting to go. And I'm just gonna be hiding around a corner when Mental downs you, and I'm just gonna just fucking run around the corner, and just.
Mario, that doesn't count. It doesn't count. Yeah,
like,
that
this is
doesn't
for
count.
Slevy.
He's
This
got
is
to
for
down
Slevy.
me.
This is for Slevy.
If I get teabagged and it doesn't say Titch's name as being eliminated, it doesn't count. It'll be bad tea. You understand me? It'd be bad tea. It's not the tasty tea.
I'm not even gonna shower until that day, until after the game.
Oh my god! So it's gonna be stinky tea. Fuck.
You gotta let that brew for a bit.
Oh man, no way.
Normally that would be against the sportsmanship rules, but in this case, we're gonna allow this one.
Yeah, no, we're allowing it. I mean, as long as both players or both teams are okay with that, I don't really care.
Yeah,
it's just a fun little rivalry you and I have. You still can't beat me in a 1v1, but we'll see if you can even kill me.
I refer to the day that we played. It was me, you, Karen, and Halloran. And I ended up on the other team with some people, and then I just completely obliterated all 4 of you.
It was pure luck. You peaked for 1 round. This man peaked for 1 round.
I also have from the very first
on
release
that victory once.
I also have from the very initial release of the game. It was just PlayStation. I have a clip of an S&D that we played where it was you, Jesse, Death Knight Predator, Hellrain, and Karen, and then me on another team, and I rolled all of you guys on the S&D.
Thank you, Slice, for the gifted. I just want to point out, Titch, is that did you hear the roster that I was running with? Okay, did you hear that roster?
No, Mario. It was actually day. It was Town Day that planned.
Is Town Day?
It was B. You remember it? Yeah.
There are two players on my team on that roster that don't play anymore. Actually, all of them don't play anymore, but 2 of them stopped playing like permanently, and then the 2 other ones barely played. Like I was already set up for failure. Okay. I had to try to carry.
He's calling my old squad failures. This is...
Well, they are failures because they haven't played and they wouldn't be able to compete at this point.
Just good times. Just know that I've rolled you more than you've rolled me.
You did not roll me. You
We'll
can't
see what
hang your
happens.
hat on
We'll see
two
what happens
instances.
on Saturday.
That's like saying, hey, I played 2 separate days and I had a very good game out of like the 18 that we played
We'll see what happens on Saturday.
on those 2 days. And yeah, so I rolled you. Like, that makes no sense. Oh boy.
I'm gonna put you down
That
like the
discounts-
rabid wolf that you are.
That discounts all the times I rolled you.
Sorry, you got rabies, man. You got to be put down on Saturday.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. It's gonna be a fun fight, but you're not gonna be the one killing me. It'll probably be Mental or Black Mario.
You're gonna make it your mission to run away. You're gonna be like, Titch goes this way, so I'm going the opposite way.
I'm gonna be watching my flank because I know you're a flanker. Oh, it's not psychological warfare, Schlev. I know I can beat this guy. He's easy.
Oh,
He's easy kills, man. He's
Okay.
easy kills.
Okay.
Anyway, that's gonna close out this today's presentation of the Alvo World League. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Appreciate you showing up, showing your love and support, and be sure to follow and subscribe on your respective platforms.
I am playing the S&Ds on Saturday, Puddles.
Just the S&Ds. That's it.
Just
You're
the S&Ds.
Okay. Well, that's kind of lame. You're gonna script the lobbies, you know. So I want to thank everyone for tuning in. Be sure to like and subscribe. And Odoa's still in the background. Are we able to hide him?
Yeah, I can hide them. Hold on.
I mean, I understand he's in the sauna and he wants to just chill. Like, I get
There you
that,
go.
but there we go. We will be back next week. Obviously, matches seem to be taking place on the weekend, so be sure to tune in and be on the lookout on all of our socials. I'm going to be posting up a whole bunch of stuff in prior to these matches taking place. If you guys haven't gotten the game already, please consider doing so. It's less than $20 on all platforms, so go check it out on the Quest 2, PlayStation VR, and on the Pico, soon to be released on. I mean, this guy thinks
Taking
he's
my
funny.
green screen.
Soon to be released on
Green screen's taking it
PSVR
out.
2 and also Steam.
Think.
So that's gonna be it
Almost
for us. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and we will see you guys in the next one. Peace.